While the quarterback mystery continues for the Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott telling reporters today that Tyrod Taylor won't practice, but not committing as to who will start at quarterback, whether it's Taylor or Nathan Peterman against the Colts. And one of the things that the coach pointed out, Jerry, was that he wasn't going to put any specific timetable on Taylor as far as whether or not he practices, and still undetermined if it will even be a factor if, say, he goes the entire week without practicing. But this is the Colts they're playing. Does it really matter who's playing quarterback?
It should matter. Rick Dennison could play quarterback. He'd probably throw for 300. I believe Blake Bortles has done it twice this year, and that's twice against the Colts. So that makes me wonder if he would rather play Peterman. Because if he wants a quarterback to profit from playing not just this team, but a Miami and even the Pats, whose pass defense isn't that good, wouldn't he like to have Peterman show up well rather than Taylor and maybe win some games and make it look worse when he gets rid of Taylor at the end of the year?
Some encouraging news for Tre'Davious White, who's dealing with the concussion, still in concussion protocol from the hit on Rob Gronkowski. He was to practice on a limited basis today. So is wide receiver Kelvin Benjamin. And you look at the receiver depth chart now with Jordan Matthews being placed on injured reserve, Brandon Riley being brought up from the practice squad. And the other interesting position to watch is defensive end. Shaq Lawson now placed on IR. Eddie Yarborough not practicing today, injured. And Cappy, who was brought up from the practice squad, now this guy who's bounced around the league a little bit, might see some playing time on Sunday. This is an interesting time of the year because the Bills, again, mathematically still supposedly making a run, whatever that run is. But when you look at it, Sully, you've got all these different roster moves, the question marks at quarterback, that kind of make you wonder if they're still in that in-between world.
Yeah, I think they're one of the worst half-dozen teams in the league right now, Vic, and the stats would suggest that. Look, we knew early in the year attrition would hurt this team because they have a thin, weak roster, and we've seen that in the past. This time of year, you seem to always have these kind of injuries depleting the roster, and you're playing, backups. And I think McDermott likes that in a sense. He likes looking at these young guys because he made it even clearer today. It's really what's down the road. When I asked him about this continuing to improve, how can you say that after the last 5 weeks? He said, you look at the little things, and he thinks they're improving. So it certainly can't be about the record.
It's got to be some very little things, actually. All right, so for Jerry Sullivan, for Mark Mulville, I'm Vic Carucci. Check back for more on BN Blitz.